Shelton School District is asking voters on February 14th to approve a $64.8 million construction bond issue. Shelton School Superintendent Alex Apostle explains why.
The needs are tremendous, and especially as it relates to our grade level reconfiguration. Currently, we have elementary schools that are K-5, and we have a middle school and a junior high, which for a district our size is a little odd, but I realize that in the past they had to make some decisions, and that's what they came up with. And then, of course, we have a 3-year high school currently, where most of the students in the state of Washington are experiencing a high school environment in terms of academics and in terms of a co-curricular program. So our students, of course, are in a junior high setting, and they're missing out on a lot. And some of them don't really comprehend the importance of that 9th grade. For example, we have 9th graders that are entering our high school currently that are behind credits, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So we decided that the best option was to go with a K-4 elementary, 5, 6, and 7, 8 intermediate schools, and then move the 9th graders to the high school.
Apostle says approving the bond issue for the district's 4,200 students will reconfigure the district's schools to boost student achievement. It will pump money into improving school facilities where they need it the most. Mike Barnard, representing the school district's bond committee, shared why he sees bond approval as vital to the district's future.
I think the most important thing about the bond is the fact that it's going to allow our kids to have a 21st century education.
Also on the special election ballot is a replacement levy to allow the school district to continue paying for school maintenance and supplies. Apostle explains the dollar breakdown for reconfiguring the district's schools.
We have a bonding capacity of $65 million. If we hadn't made the decision to go to K-4 elementary schools, we would have had to enlarge the 3 current elementary schools, and that would have cost just about $65 million to do it right. The addition that we're talking about at the high school to accommodate the 9th graders moving up, basically about $25 million to build Mountain View. So the rest of the money, and that's another thing that I should mention, is that this bond will provide something for each and every one of our schools. Needed maintenance, a new elementary school, and a new addition at the high school.
Barnard described the advantages of reconfiguring the district's grade levels.
Our elementary schools, which are being reconfigured from K-5 to K-4, will become more open. There will be more space. There will be a better teacher-to-student ratio. There will be more time for teachers to spend teaching the younger kids reading, writing, arithmetic, all of that. Right now our schools are crowded, and there just isn't time for the individual attention.
Apostle talked about the bond issue's priorities. Apostle says he's helped pass bond issues before, including a $1 billion bond in the Tacoma School District.
Safety and security, for example, is a high priority in the bond. And in this day and age, as we all know, safety and security is very important. So that's a top issue in terms of this bond. And of course, creating an environment for both teachers and staff and students that's conducive to learning, that's also a high priority, obviously, in the bond. And technology, making sure that our students are prepared for the 21st century, which we're 17 years into, making sure that they have the skills and the confidence to succeed beyond high school. We want to do our very best.
Barnard says bond issue passage would help the school district catch up with other districts around the state.
This way, those kids from the feeder schools will actually go into the high school the same time as the Shelton kids go.
The combined bond rate would come to $3.56 per $1,000 of assessed valuation. That would bring the annual tax bill for a $200,000 home to $712. The rate would then decrease from the year 2022 to the final collection in 2038. Watch iFiber One's second installment in the Shelton School District's bond proposal, which focuses on school facility needs and improvements proposed. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.